I think we're alive. Squirrel.
It is Scott.
It is Scott with showing items. And this is one of the things I'm going to sell.
It is Scott. Oh, but somebody forgot to turn their speaker off.
Let me do it. Whoops.
It is Scott. Oh, but somebody forgot to turn their speaker off.
We do the countdown.
I hear echo, echo, echo.
Do a Scott countdown.
Okay.
There we go.
Took your echo away.
Oh. I'm busy with the charcuterie board.
Oh, that's where we got Scott. We lost Scott's attention to food.
Yes.
All right.
Say you're the understudy.
He'll be back.
He's going to have a Trisket and say he's full.
Shenanigans. Have a great sale. Break a leg.
How you doing, Scott?
Hi, Patrick, the old huckster, the trusty huckster.
Hey, you're the old one, dude.
The old curiosity huckster.
Yes.
Well,
The trusty shop. We can mix and match. Let's see. We've got Vinny's Vintage Curiosity Huckster Texas D. Thrill Thrift.
I like that.
I'm sure it'll fit into the YouTube name.
well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Unbreakables live sale featuring Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop and Patrick, my friend, the trusty huckster, who is broadcasting tonight, as usual, from
Outside Chicago.
outside of Chicago. You can tell I'm not in the 1925 bungalow tonight.
And unless those are voices in my head, you've got people in the room with you.
I do have people in the room with me, and you know what? When this sale is over with, the people in the room don't know it yet, but they're all going to come and do a little dance in front of this curtain. And Patrick, we'll let you go and have your nap. I know you're tired. I have been in my truck for 3 days, and so I'm ready to have an early night as well. But we are here to sell, and we're going to go ahead and get the auction started in a couple of minutes. Just to do a little bit of housekeeping, I'd like to start with me first. And that would be to say that all of the items that I have with me tonight, I will actually ship while I'm away from home. If you would like me to send you an invoice tomorrow morning, I will gladly do that. If you'd like to wait until Friday night, because if you come back Friday night on the channel of them,
Vintage Uprising Texas, sir.
Vintage Uprising Texas, we're having a live sale Friday night on their channel. And that'll feature me, Tammy, David, Dee, and Vinny. We can combine everything and I can ship to you on Saturday. So I'll let you decide if you want an invoice tonight or if you want me to hold off and wait until Friday. Okay, that's not too, but you'll just have to let me know in the chat. Other than that, I am going to ship from here, so you won't have to wait 2 weeks. And Patrick, what do we need to know about you?
So, as always, you're making me look bad, but I am also traveling this week, but I will not be able to commit to getting invoices or shipments before I head out of town. So I will try and get invoices done by Thursday night when I come back and shipping over the weekend. If you need it before that, let me know. I'll try and focus on yours, but I will be out of town the middle of this week. So squeezing this in because this is an important part. Appreciate you letting me on your being part of this on the channel. Always have fun together. And I know you were traveling this week. I'm traveling this week. Hey, we are here. Have fun.
Well, I still wanted to do this tonight with you. And on that note, I will get small and make you big. And you're going to start with the first item for sale tonight.
You bet.
So welcome, everybody. We're glad to have you here. And you have the floor, Patrick.
And just as a FYI, I think we are going to be cranking through things fairly quickly tonight because he obviously has a full house and I'm exhausted. So we are going to start with always a good safety start, set of cookbooks. People are always asking for cookbooks and try and bring them when I can. So I've got a whole stack. And this is a start. If Scott and family can do my starts, I'd appreciate $10 start. And you get all of them. And so it is a mix. There is a Raleigh's Good Health Guide Almanac and Cookbook from 1939. We've got a Carnation Cookbook by Mary Blake. This one is A Joyous Christmas and Most Prosperous New Year, 1937. And there's kind of a like plasticized kind of covering to this one. So hey, Kat, yeah, definitely come to Chicago. And this one's a fairly thick one. That's Carnation. We've got Metropolitan did tons of these. This is the Metropolitan Life Insurance Cookbook, one of their early ones. This one is copyright. If I can find it quickly. No, I can't. Can't find the copyright really. Oh, wait. No, can't find copyright really quick, but you can tell by the way she's dressed. It's probably 30s, maybe going into the 40s, but I think she's 30s. Then we've got a small favorite recipe, save time and money. And this is, you all know, Lydia Pinkham. So we've got a quack medicine set of kind of a pamphlet, but then cookbook mixed in there with it.
Did I just hear you say Lydia Pinkham?
I did.
Oh, I'm not going to interrupt you, but it looks like I just interrupted you. Folks, I can't wait to tell you a story at the end about Lydia Pinkham. Stay tuned. I have a funny story to tell you about Lydia Pinkham's. You're
There's a good look at Lydia Pinkham, so you can have a face to go with the name. And then we've got the Argo Red Salmon Cookbook with some great vintage advertising graphics on the back. Ask your grocer for it. How to eat canned salmon. And this one has some great illustrations in it. Check out that artwork. Canned salmon recipes. Alaska Packers Association. Argo edition. Zipping through really quick. I don't see the copyright on there, but this is again a fairly early one. There is some handwriting or some writing in this one, so just be aware of that. We've got Ginger Rogers, Royal Desserts. And I do see, it looks like I've got at least one opening bid of $10 from KP. So thank you. So we got Ginger Rogers with a lovely Jello recipe on the back. So this one, yeah, lemon meringue pudding, butterscotch rice pudding, royal gelatin desserts, lime or lemon ice, all kinds of the fun 40s and 50s desserts. And I had one little card that I think it fell out of something else. So it's just throwing this in here. It is like a business card side. Borden's ice cream. Here's how to make eggnog. So you've got a little recipe of how to make eggnog because Christmas is a coming. So Borden's card, Ginger Rogers booklet, salmon cookbook, Lydia Pinkham favorite recipes, Metropolitan, Carnation, and the Raleigh's Almanac, all for a starting bid of $10. And what is your Lydia Pinkham story?
Oh, I don't want to take up time now, but I'll be glad to do it at the end, Patrick.
I'm done. I was going to start counting down. So if people want to, you do that while anyone else wants to jump in, then I'll count it out.
Well, it's
Eugenia.
not a terribly,
Oh, go ahead.
it's not a terribly long story. One of my favorite stories that my maternal grandmother told me one day when I was visiting her, and I used to visit her quite a bit. Something came to her mind about back in, this would have been the mid 1920s, when her mother would give her and her sister, she and her sister, a Lydia Pinkham, and they gave them to them as children. I don't know why. My grandmother would go into the front room, which in those days they called it a parlor. She would push one of the pedals down on the pump organ and spit her Lydia Pinkham pill underneath one of the pumps. Somewhere out there, that pump organ is long gone from my family, but somewhere out there in this world is a pump organ filled with a bunch of Lydia Pinkhams down underneath the pumps. My grandmother told me that.
And there we go. Advertised for the whole family.
Thank you.
All right. I think I currently see a high of for KP at 16. So I'll go ahead and start counting it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. All right. If Vinny can confirm, I see a couple right around the time of the entry.
Okay, so I see Eugenia Buitron at 20.
Okay, that's who I see as well, right before. And sorry, KP, it looks like you got right after that.
D, don't look at me. D, you're not allowed to look at me while I'm broadcasting. Stop looking at me.
Okay.
And Vinny, are you going to take care of Scott's as well?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I love this thing. Yeah, put that, hide your face behind that pepperoni. I love this thing, and it starts.
Don't call Vinny a pepperoni.
It starts. Huh?
I almost broke that. I almost broke that.
It's $12, but I want you to think outside the box. Now, it's $12, and it's an old,
Silver basket.
silver-plated basket full of tarnish. I can see this as your Halloween decoration. This on the center of your table. Don't polish it. And then they're down there making fun of me. Film them while they're making fun of me. Then they're going to be, you could put like old dead flowers and things in here. So this is a vase, not a wine cooler. And it has the initial S right here. I love this thing just as decrepit and tarnished as it is.
I think Bartles and James would love it.
Yeah, Bartles and James would love it. Wouldn't this be sweet? And the handle does not fold down. So this is not a, everybody calls these things different things. But wouldn't that be neat? And on the center of a table with a Halloween decoration in it. So says I. And I didn't measure it. I guess there's a measurement here somewhere. Is there a, yeah. Vinny, could you hand me that tape measure? It's about, I don't know how tall it is. There's an opening bid of $12, and then I'm going to go ahead and count it down. It does have the letter S on the front of it. I wish I had some dead plants. It's about 15 inches tall. Wouldn't that be neat with the like dead flowers for Halloween? Those are pretty flowers. Okay, I'll count it down. We have a high bid of 13, and we're counting it down. Here we go. Get ready with the stop. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. That curtain is really making it so I can't. It gets better if you see it without that curtain, isn't it?
Go ahead and refresh it.
Okay. All right, that's done. I'm going to put this over here. I love that thing.
Okay, so it looks like it went to Heidi Esterholm for 17.
Thank you, Heidi. And in the comments, Heidi, just let me know if you want me to invoice you tomorrow or wait until Saturday morning if you think you're coming to Friday night's sale. Heidi, thank you. Patrick, the floor is yours.
All right, going from ephemera to textiles. This is one of my favorite pieces. I've actually had this for quite some time and always had this fantasy that I would use it. It is a $10 start, and it is a vintage card table cover. So you've got four corners. You can see each of the different country, and you can see the people decorated they're printed on there. So these are not embroidered like the normal ones that I have. So you've got, but they have the suits of cards decorating their international garb. So you've got the Beefeater from England. You've got a German Frau with her little dirndl dress, also with the four suits. You've got the Russian Cossack, also with the four suits. And in the fourth corner is Sweden. Couldn't tell you what she was wearing, but she looks Swedish, also with the four suits. The colors are printed on the edges. You got kind of a red, what may have been a black was kind of turned into a charcoaly brown. And then what's nice about this, it is designed for a card table like those old wooden ones. There is a little sleeve that you would slide up the legs of the table. It is 29 inches square. So you would have that. These have there's still a little bit of elastic in these. And you put that in there, it would hold it in place, and you would have this beautiful table. So you can play bridge, do whatever you want. I do think this is older than the 50s. I want to say this is more of a 30s, 40s. It is a linen, but there's no indication of its age. There's no label, just kind of the way it was printed, the way it was handled, and the designs. So this is a $10 start. I do not see any opening bids to it. So I will go ahead and just start counting this one down. 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh, got an opening of Donna. Thank you, Donna. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop.
My
I'll
car
wait
keys.
for the refresh.
So I don't see any other claims for it, so it goes to Miss Donna Kozik for $10.
Great. And I thank you, Donna. I apologize. I don't recognize your name, so I apologize if you bought from me before, but if you could send an email to me just to make sure I have your contact information, I will get invoices to you.
$12 on the screen for these little shoe expander thingy doohickeys, and they're old examples. And you can tell that. Look at how significant the metal handles are here for twisting. These are old. And then we'll work our way up. They're both different sizes. It's not a matching pair, as you can see. Oh, people love to decorate with these, don't they? You see he's like sitting around on a coffee table or something like
Take a
that.
picture on.
And they say, you can see that it simply here says oil moving parts. And that one has a 3 embossed on it, and I don't see the number on this one. So, but they're really, at this point, probably for decorative purposes. And they are, what to tell you, $12 to start. Let me change this comment section there. Okay, there we go. That's up. Just refreshing everything here. I always forget at live chat, right? Not top.
Yes.
Okay. Use these as weapons. $12 start on the 2. What do you? Not shoe horns. What shoe?
Shoe stretchers.
Pressures.
Stretchers.
You got Karen at 12.
There is a
Karen
current bid
Williams.
of 12, and you know we fly. If you're sitting on your hands, you're gonna lose. 10, 9, 8, 7. What's wrong? 6. Am I going too fast? I like to go fast.
I didn't say a word. I'm trying not to look at you.
Just stop looking at me.
He does not need to say a word.
5.
Her
That's
looks say it all.
It's all on that face. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Somebody's going to get these wonderful little shoehorn things. Where should I put them? I guess I should put them over here. Oh. Here, you can play with that. You can twist the little handle on it. It'd be fun for you.
Oh,
Give you
Okay.
something to do. Keep your hands out of that.
All right. So Karen Williams was the only claim for that, and she got him for $12.
Karen
okay,
Williams.
That means I'm keeping one
Why are you keeping one?
because Karen Williams got him.
Did you, Karen Williams? I don't know if you heard
I'm
that or not, but
stealing one.
I'm sorry, Patrick. Karen Williams got him for 12.
Yes.
Patrick, you have the floor. Thank you, Karen.
All right. Coming up next, I've got a mixed lot of calling cards, Victorian calling cards. And if you saw my preview, I've actually thrown a bonus in here. So these are a $15 start. And I'll start with most of the ones that I showed in the preview. So you get this great printed one with the Greek urn and the little phrase faith on it from Carrie E. Owen, based on the font and the design of that little ribbon. You know, we're talking late 19th century for that one. We've got 3 printed cards, all for William C. Walter. So you've got a pink one, a blue one, and a green one. So you get a set of those. You get 3 hidden name cards. If you're not familiar with hidden names, you didn't watch one of my deep dives. So this is a, let's see if I can get it so we can read it. Little message there, but they're all bird themed ones. So there's a message there, which I'm too blind to see. But anyway, it is a calling card because when you open up the covering, you actually get the person's name. So you get Ella person. Then we've got another one that says Secret Remembrance. Another one with lovebirds or pigeons or God knows what those things are. And this one is for Birdie Ritter. Okay, well, Birdie needed bird calling cards. Birdie Ritter. And then another one for Hilda Magnuson. So again, thank you, KP, but more doves. And a little message on that one for love. And so you've got the hidden name of Hilda underneath that. But to top the whole thing off, you know I love huckster stuff. I have a sales promotional piece it's the new pocket sample case from Ohio Card Company of Cadiz, Ohio. Postcards, name cards, fine art pictures, games, and novelties, which actually show the examples of the calling cards you could have ordered, and you could place your order to get these in the mail. So whether you were an agent, you're going to be selling them, or if you were a store that you're going to carry them yourself, or if you just called in a lot of people and you just wanted to buy in bulk, this was the little sales promotional pamphlet. And they are actual samples attached. So these are not pictures of the samples. They're actual, you can see they're actually attached individuals. So this is, actually this one looks like it might be an envelope. Yeah, this one's envelope, and then it's got a calling card on the inside. So they actually attach the message to the outside, and then you've got a place to put your calling card on the inside. So you get this promotional piece, which just kind of collapses down, probably was mailed. So this really cool promotional piece and all of the hidden name calling cards and other calling cards that I already showed you. For starting bid, what I see right now is at $15 from KP. So I'm going to go ahead and count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. People are making weird noises back there. 3, 2, 1, and close. All right, I think it was just KP at $15. Got a great deal there, KP. Back to Scott.
I have a bucket of tin. I have a bucket of enamelware.
You really went for the unbreakable concept, didn't you?
I did. I did. This is an offer up. This entire bucket full of enamelware, we're going to start at $19. Let me show you what you get. $19 is an offer up, but you get this whole bucket load of enamelware, really just to decorate your kitchen. So one teacup. Yeah. Did you put it in? You didn't put them. You did put it in.
Way heavy.
A funnel so that there can be fun for all. D. Remember? Ouch.
Excuse me, I thought I was looking at the wall.
I'm not sure what you do with that. And look at this cute. This might have had a lid. This could have been.
Did you say you're not sure what you do with a funnel?
Well, I know what you do with a funnel, but like.
Did D hit you in the head?
We're not sure what D did with the funnel.
For kitchen use. Look at this cute little pail, which may have had a lid. Sometimes they had lids, but not always. So a cute little pail. My favorite. Look at that coffee pot. Now I don't know. It's tiny. So was it a toy? Patrick, I don't know.
A single serving.
I mean, it's so tiny. There wouldn't even be a burner on the stove tiny enough for this.
Based on that lid, I'd say it's a death trap, but go ahead.
So, there it is. I think this is adorable. This tiny little teapot.
That is adorable.
So we have an opening bid of 19. We should. Look at all this enamelware.
Andy Andrea.
So, the pail. Yeah. This teapot, which is my favorite. That big funnel.
Or urinal.
A what? And a
Dana Grace said it's a urinal.
A urinal?
You
And
got
you could use the bucket.
to hold it all.
I mean, right.
So
You got Pam DeAndre at 25.
this is my favorite. Does anybody know if this is a toy? If this would have been like, there were kitchen toys for children even back then.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
The
That-
bucket reminds me of a lunch pail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said that it might have been a lunch
Yeah.
pail missing a lid. Yeah,
Right.
but I just wonder if this was probably a little toy or something.
Probably.
Yeah, I guess nobody's. Well, we'll count it down. The high bid right now is 25. All of the enamelware will be yours to decorate your kitchen with. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the enamelware. What?
I'm just waiting for the countdown to go on the screen. To put this
Oh.
Glad.
Okay.
No, that's okay.
All right, I'm just refreshing to see what I see. And it looks like it went to Lori Perry for 31.
Lori Perry 31.
Uh-huh.
Lori, I'll talk to you later. I got something out in my truck for you, and I think you know what it is. Patrick, it's your turn. Thank you. Lori Perry at 31.
All right. My next item is going to be a Russian lacquer box. I
Ooh.
love offering these things. I found them when I first traveled to the Soviet Union in 1989. And one of the first things they trained us was if you're going to ever buy or deal, or I wasn't planning on dealing anything when I was in college, but to look for was a Polyek lacquer box. And this is, these are nice. So this is starting at $35. And you can see on here, if you know the Cyrillic alphabet, that's Polyek right there, L-L-Ek. And then that is it's either the artist or the theme. So Metallica is what's written there. I looked up Metallica and I could not actually find whether that was an artist name or if it meant something. So you can kind of see, it looks like a snow maiden being abducted by a man with a troika, which would be the 3 horses. So, you make up your own story. And then there is something written to the side of it. So that might be the artist's initials. That's my guess. But I can't really read those. It's like L B. So that's why I think Metallica usually does say, sometimes it's a, what do I want to call it? Like a folk story or something like that. But I just couldn't find what Metallica or what that story would be. So it's in great condition. It's got the gilded trim around the edges, color, some great color to it. You open it up, it's got the beautiful red lacquer on the inside. Hinge is in great condition. This one does not say made in the Soviet Union, but what ended up happening is as they kept making them, particularly after the Soviet Union broke apart, Polyek they were just known as a region that was really popular, or really noteworthy for their boxes. They started writing the word Polyek huge, like you could see it from across the room. So when it's really small like this, it is still the Soviet era, probably 80s. This doesn't have some of the fine brush work. I just picked up another one over the weekend when I was in Michigan. That one is going up on eBay, hopefully this week if I can get it listed. And that one I'm going to be listing for $195 because that one is signed by the artist. It's dated 1976, and the artwork is so much more refined. So this one I was happy to offer at a good price, $35. And looks like I've got an opening bid for Jenny Mack, so a fellow Wit grad. And I will go ahead and start counting it down. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop.
Okay. Vinny, thank you for doing that.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm gonna refresh that.
I saw someone sneak in, but who do you see first, Vinny?
So it was Eugenia Buitron for 37.
She did get in? Okay.
Yeah.
And Jenny, I will email you my eBay store. If you go to my YouTube channel, it's in my about section. There's a link to it there, and also in my Instagram. You can find a link to it in my bio, but I will also try to remember to send you a link to it. It's not listed yet, but I'm hoping to put it up this week. And thank you, Eugenia.
What? So for $8, I've got 18 blocks.
How much did you say it was starting at? 8. Okay.
8 blocks, $8. Old wooden blocks.
18 blocks.
18 blocks. What did I say?
8.
$8, 18 blocks.
Okay, I got that right then.
You said
Scott
8
can't do math.
Huh?
18
And so,
blocks, $8.
And so wooden blocks, but what's charming, and I've shown you these before, and of course they're still making these. I played with these as a kid, not these, but I played with these. Didn't we all play with these wooden blocks? Everybody
Oh
did.
yeah.
But the cool thing is, look at these, Patrick, with the farm animals, the different animals on the back in red paint.
Excellent.
Horse, duck, lion. I'm not going to go through all of them. What, you going to help? Well, you are going to help. And then, what are you doing?
He's just going to throw them at you.
And then there's camel. What is that? And
Those are
pony
fun colors.
and chick. Yeah, and look at all the colors. I didn't. So there they are. So you get all of these blocks. I didn't go through all the animals, but there they are. And there is an opening bid of $8. And so, I mean, what else can I say about blocks? They're made of wood and they're
People use
square.
those for crafts too.
Yeah.
A lot of people use them for crafts.
Yeah, and they spell things out, you know, like that. If you're mad at your significant other, you spell out poopy head or something like that, you know. And then you make
You're
up-
making little vignettes. They become little risers for the small stuff, so they can pop up higher in the back.
Yeah, and if you're in a good mood, you put "love you," Pookie Poo. I mean, if you have enough letters to spell it, I don't know. Oh, there's
That's-
more.
And if you're into destruction and crafty, you can saw a little slot in the top of one, and they become little menu card holders and place card holders for dinner party.
Oh, they can be menu card holders. Everybody gets a different, and they can have their initial if there are enough of them in there. If there aren't any questions, I'll count them down. Were there any questions? Bonnie Abrams has the high bid of 10, and we're going to count them down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. On the wooden blocks with all the little animals on them. I think the animals are the neat part. So the children can learn the animals and their alphabet at the same time.
Go ahead and refresh that.
And on the blocks,
And it looks like they went to back in the day fines for $16.
16 back. That would be back in the day. That's the same as the 10.
Yeah.
Thank you, back in the day. So we're going to be loading up that dollhouse. You know what I'm talking about. Thank you, everyone who placed bids.
All right. My next item is going to be a $10 start, and I changed the order I was doing because Scott showed some toys. I'll show some toys. So what I've got is kind of a mixed lot of some vintage toys. So right off the first thing I've got is this salesman sample. It was a letter that was sent to the gift shop at the Geneva Hospital. And that's the original bag it was sent in. This is the original letter from Jim Willard, sales manager, dated 1975 for Omnimals. And you can kind of see in the little drawing there what Omnimals are. They're kind of like, was it Tinker Toys? Were those the wooden wheels with the sticks that came out of them?
Yes.
So they're kind of like Tinker Toys, or they have little shapes to them. So you could make little different animals, or you could just get creative. So there are body parts, there are heads and rear ends, and different things with different numbers of holes in them that some mount to each other, some mount the little extensions. You got the little extensions, some of them are longer, some of them are shorter. You've got different colors, so you can make whatever color combination of giraffe or goat or dog you choose to make. So these are all wood, 1975. What was offered was you could get 3 dozen Omnimals for your gift shop for $35.10 plus shipping. So this is one set, and I guess they gave the set for free, so you knew what you could buy. And the fact that this order form is still here, sales manager Jim Willard got screwed because they did not buy one. But anyway, so this entire lot is included in that. And then the other thing I've got, we'll fast forward about 20 years. I think these came out of, yes, they came out of cereal boxes. Post Super Sugar Crisp. We've got a paperboard game of Donkey Kong. Yes, everyone, remember your childhood. You also have, in honor of the team's road trip, Frogger. So from Super Sugar Crisp. So you got the 2 board games. You got a little spinner. Little paper card spinner with a little plastic wheel. It's got the Donkey Kong, Frogger, and I don't know if there used to be another card game included in here because I don't know what that's. What was it? Was that the Space Invaders? It looked like an insect. Jess Raj. I don't know what that is, and I don't remember a game that would have had something creepy like that in it. Yeah, that. Oh no, here we go. So it's Frogger. So you got little game pieces: Frogger, Donkey Kong, and Galaxian. Okay, vaguely remember that. So you've got all the pieces. The spinner has already been assembled. You get all the little board playing pieces and the 2 board games plus the Omnimals wooden game set. You get everything for $10 start. I do not see any opening bids, so I'm just going to count it down really quick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. And back to Scott.
Now, we have a delightful offering. What you are about to see are 2 old tablecloths. Now, we're going to give you the measurements. They both start, well, it's what do you call it? Choice. So it's offer up, but the highest bidder picks the one they want. We start at $10. Neither one of these, well, one has absolutely no stains. The other one has a tiny stain about as big as a pin, a little bit bigger than a pinhead. And if my assistants could enter the scroll, no, we shall first begin with a lovely Southwestern theme. May you enter, Consuela? And you will see this beautiful Southwestern theme tablecloth. Oh, and what are your and what are your measurements, my dear? Oh, I have to tell her her measurements. Her measurements are, oh golly, what size are you, dear? You are.
Let's not say that publicly.
You
That's
are
personal.
48 by 48. 48 by 48. Look at those colors. This is beautiful Southwestern. Now go ahead and somebody start us off with a $10 bid. And you're going to choose this antique tablecloth. Fiesta colors, 40s into the 50s. Yeah? What's your second choice? Miss Cherry Cluster, will you please enter? We have this one. Now this one, by the way, no rips or tears in either one. They haven't been faded to death. And we only have one tiny, tiny little stain in Miss Cherry Cluster. And Miss Cherry Cluster can be, what may we have your measurements, dear? Oh,
We are 49.5 by 45.
okay. So $10 is the opening bid. The high bidder gets to choose which tablecloth they want. The second runner-up gets to choose the leftover one if they want it. So we've given you the measurements and we've told you that the condition, you're not even going to see that tiny.
I'm looking for
Okay,
it.
that tiny stain on that one is tiny. We don't have you. Oh, there you go.
Right here.
And they don't smell. That's not mustard. That's part of it. The yellow. And we don't have any. Is this like a Southwestern theme?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the stain on this one is. Where is it?
Right
It's
there.
tiny. It's like, gosh, that's a little. I can't even get them to see it. It's that little. It's just a drop of Robitussin right there. somewhere. Okay, this is heavy. This one's heavier. This is a lighter. This is lightweight.
Very well made.
Yeah, this is well. You know these old 1940s, 50s tablecloths.
They were made well.
Isn't this one great? What year is this one?
I would have to say in the 40s.
Yeah, they look the 40s.
40s, 50s, when that cherry style was in.
So we'll count them down. The high bidder chooses the tablecloth that they want, and then the second runner-up gets, or the first runner-up gets the leftover if they want it. Is that right? Okay.
Yes.
10.
We're doing a little
Are you
bit.
being seen? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Why is there lotion on this? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's something slick on here.
Something slick. I disappeared. Did you get
All right, I'll move that up farther. Hope you can see it. What's wrong?
disappeared?
What's wrong? Okay.
Okay, let me go ahead and refresh here.
Thank you, ladies.
Okay.
Certainly.
All right.
So
So,
we'll
it is Gail Spranger's for 22.
And we just need Gail to tell us which she would like to have. And then it looks like our runner-up is Jenny Mack.
Yes, for 21. And Gail wants the cherries one.
And that was at 22.
Yes.
That was Gail Springer.
Gail Spranger's. SPRANGERS.
And did our second runner-up choose the Southwestern?
So Jenny Mack, you had the second highest offer of 21. Do you want the Southwestern tablecloth? So we'll wait and see. Okay, yes, she says she wants the Western
Okay,
one.
thank you, ladies, for your bids. I appreciate that. Jenny Mack at 21, Southwestern.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Patrick. Thank you for putting up with that.
Oh, of course.
Awesome.
All right. My next lot is a lot of 3 1948 Life magazines, and you get all 3 for a starting bid of $12. So right off the bat, March 29th, 1948, I think we've got, is that Elizabeth Taylor on the front? Vinny, is that Elizabeth Taylor?
It looks like her, but I don't think it is. It's,
I thought they would normally say the name like right on the front. For some reason, it doesn't.
it looks like her, but it's not her.
Let's see if I can figure this one out. There's a great movie ad for Ruthless. Great ad for a Texaco. Where is the table of contents? Oh, Dana Winter. I don't think I know who Dana Winter is. I don't know where it would say. So anyway, got one for in 1948. And then we got another one, August in 1948. This one is Marlene Dietrich. Marlene Dietrich, because it actually says that on the front, grandmother Dietrich. So you got 1948 Dietrich. We got a lovely Lucky Strike ad on the back. And the ads, these are some great. So you got alcohol ads. Some of them, we're getting into the era where some of them are in color. So Englander mattress. Check out the Futurematic Oldsmobile.
Ooh, I like that.
Nice bright yellow. Oh, gotta have the fun food. Kraft mayonnaise. Special recipe for Hunt's tomato sauce.
Who puts mayonnaise on a pineapple?
Report of Russia's strength. An ad for Borden's dairy products.
Oh, there's Stalin.
Try a decorator's drape for Canon towels. So that's the second one. And the third one is Barbara Bell Geddes. So this is also from 1948, April 12th. This one has an ad for Camel on the back. Flipping through this one. Back ad is Canadian Club. Plus, let me tell you why so many men changed to Reese Scandals undergarments. Shoes, Emma Jeddix shoes. Photographs, Clico Club, alcohol ads, of course. Where we got advertisement for Simplicity printed patterns. Ballantine Ale with an ad about or an article about bowling. More alcohol. Luster Cream. Fresh Up with 7-Up. Oodles, noodles with Hunt's tomato sauce. Something in your crock pot. Capitalist imperialism at work. Great green giant niblets and green giant peas. Canon percale sheets. Shoes. Ooh, who's that? Modest, because. All right, I don't know what Modest sells. Do they sell clothes, or is that some sort of an undergarment? Modest. That's weird. That's an ad. It's a beautiful ad. Just says Modest. Yes. Vitalis, Western Union telegrams. Inside is the community silver plate bridal ad, although this was the April edition. And then because I was trying to find the Elizabeth Taylor, I didn't go through the pseudo Elizabeth Taylor one. Chesterfield got some sort of a Blatz beer. Avon Souls. Oh, we got what do we got here? Is that Aunt Jemima pancakes? Max Factor Hollywood. Yvonne DiCarlo, also known as, well, she was Miss Munster. No, Miss Munster?
Yeah,
No,
she
not
was Munster.
Miss Munster. Haynes. Some artwork. There's like all kinds of art. Spring house cleaning. More Hunts. Hunts really advertised. Hunter alcohol. Cool toothbrush one. K brand foods, DuPont, and the inside front cover is Parker pens and a Vitalis ad opposite. So I think I had a couple. I think I saw an ad or a bid come in. So we will start the countdown. Again, you get all 3, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And what is the, so right now the highest offer is $13. Thank you. 5, 4, 3,
Put it in too soon.
2, 1. Oh, no, you're good. I stopped counting. I didn't mean to. I was trying to figure out what the bid was.
Okay, so I just refreshed. So let me go ahead and see who that was. And it was Eugenia Buitron at 14.
Awesome. Congratulations, Eugene. I'll add that to your other order. These obviously weigh a little bit, so it does add to the other, but you're already paying for freight on the others, so you will get a deal.
Now, we can start the summer and we can end the summer. The summer of what? The summer of 1946. We have 2 House Beautiful magazines, May and August of 1946. We're going to start at $10. You're going to get both of them. $10 for both magazines. They're all together. They do not smell. Nothing is falling apart. The pages aren't missing. You can sit on your lovely couch right now and look at these in your living room. Sometimes people are funny about, well, does it smell like a basement? Does it have mold?
I love that smell.
They don't smell like a basement and they don't have mold. So 1946, wow, post-war America is starting to fire up. Those factories are pumping out vacuum cleaners again. And look what we've got here. The first post-war house. You folks were getting into the mid-century mod, right? The Second World War is over. Everybody's coming. There's no housing. There's housing shortage in the 40s. But here we've got, look at that post-war house right there. I'm not going to flip. I'm saying I'm not, and I won't. These are just full of so much. And these average, well, we'll just look just at a few. Look, there is, Dee has slipped into her negligee. Look at her. And look, and Tammy is over there too, putting on her, look at her in her yellow outfit, her white outfit. See, they're both getting ready.
Underneath the bathrobe is actually a pair of sweatpants and a
Sweatpants.
sweatshirt.
Anyway, these are just one of, this one is great. And as I said, this is August. We have May and August of 1946. So the other one, there she is at night saying her prayers.
Ooh, look at her. I like that.
But she's saying her prayers, isn't she? I think.
There's
What
like
is she
colors
doing?
on that.
Yeah, she is. Starlight, star bright. Yeah,
Dear
she.
God.
Praying for her man to come over.
She is. She's look. She's left that.
She left that door open.
She left that French door open on that Juliet balcony. She's waiting for some. No, I'm just playing. And then there's this one. You're right, Patrick. And that one, I don't know what the main article is, but of course they want you to get boozed up with Kentucky something on the back. But there they are. Oh wait, what was that? That looked good. That looked like a big peach. I get my peaches down in Georgia. I don't know about the two of you. Look at this. Look at this mid-century. Look at that 1940s living room. That's all I'm going to show. I'm not going to keep going on and on and on.
Built-ins.
The 40s living room.
I like the built-in shelves. Yeah.
Yeah, I just love these. Are, you know, I devour these. Like I have a whole. I don't know. I probably have 200 old magazines, and I'll just go grab one, and it's fun to go back to any particular year and just study them. So you get both of them. Wow, in good shape. 1946. Got to count them down. What's the high bid? Anybody?
Randy
15.
Tompkins at 15.
Okay, 10. Thank you, Randy. High bid at 10. Anybody else want to jump in? Jump in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You love them too? 3, 2, 1. I can just go through old magazines and, you put one down, pick it up 6 months later, and you forget what you looked at. So both House Beautifuls are, wow.
I know I am.
Let's go get your what? It finally cooled off a little bit, didn't it?
Mhm.
It feels much better than it did. All right, Patrick, we're going to take it to you. Let's get the magazines.
Sold to KP
All
for
right.
16.
yes.
KP got both of them for 16.
Yep.
Okay, KP, thank you. And Patrick, it's back to you.
Thank you. And quick shout out to Donna Kosick. You might need to refresh because it looks like you were putting your bid quite a bit after everyone else had gone higher. So FYI. This is a mixed lot going into a bridal theme. This is going to start at $10. So right off the bat, you get a great antique piece of silk that was hand painted in honor of the bride's wedding on June 10th, because all brides got married in June, in 1908.
Wow.
Miss Detweiler or Betweiler. So you get this little ribbon. It was once attached to something. I think it might have been stapled to something or attached. So I don't know if this was a little souvenir you got as a favor of attending the wedding, or maybe this was for bridesmaids. I'm not sure what this stands for in the corner. What that would have been, because her last name, maiden name at least, was Detweiler. It doesn't say what her married name is going to be. But so you get this cool little ribbon. You also get, probably unrelated, because I think these are probably from the 30s or 40s, you get a set of place card for Mr. and Mrs. William Hoffman, for them to know where they sat at the wedding. So there's this, they have these little seated, cards, die cuts of just to make for a cool addition to a vignette. You also have a tally card, which has been used, but on the front of it has kind of a really creepy Halloween silhouette of a bride and groom. But it's an old-fashioned tally card that actually has been marked of some sort of score. I don't know what that is keeping a score of, but Lena was very emphatic that she had 1,778 points at her table number 2. And then we've got a vintage greeting card or best wishes card to the bride and groom. So this one was sent from the gang, although it's in pencils. You might be able to erase that. But you can reuse this. Here's to the bridegroom and here's to the bride. Congratulations are due. And here's a wish. Now the knot has been tied for a long life of happiness too. So cards were cheesy even back in the 30s. So you got some great illustrated colored art on the front, and you got the original ribbon tying them together. Then you've got this great booklet, which was issued by McCutcheon's, 5th Avenue at 49th Street in New York. Your trousseau. So you're going to be married, and of course you're already deep in plans and preparations for your new life. But before the big day arrives, you're going to have to attend to a lot of practical things. One of these, and a very important one, is the selection of your trousseau. And this goes into an extended definition of what your trousseau is, which I always thought was clothing. But this is also what you need for your dining room, for formal dinners, informal dinners, a checklist of your basic requirements, a damask cloth, 2 damask cloths, a lace or embroidered formal dinner cloth. For breakfast, you need a doily set in bright colors. for your drawing room, for bridge, for afternoon tea. You got all these great illustrations that talk about how to pull together the perfect home for the bride, the new bride to be. I don't think this one had a copyright on it, but I'm thinking this is, based on some of the illustrations, I'm thinking this is 20s or 30s. If Scott, if you would like to weigh in on that, could be later.
I was
but-
looking elsewhere.
So your trousseau. And yeah, it does kind of sound like items, like Sarah says, like items for a hope chest. So I always thought trousseau was just clothing, but it seems to be, you know, everything. What you need for afternoon tea, you know, just some of the things you're pulling for bridge, for afternoon tea, for cocktails, for after dinner coffee, for a bedroom with twin beds. Oh, we still have twin beds. So anyway, so you get that. And then the last item is lovelier table settings and the etiquette of candle lighting. So a guide to lovelier table settings and the etiquette to candle lighting. This was issued by Candles. I'm assuming some places sold candles, although I'm not seeing any obvious advertisements in here. But how to set your wedding breakfast. Great illustration of that, as well as a layout for what your wedding table, your wedding breakfast table should include. Wedding breakfast can be made a delightful formal affair, happily remembered. And you've got party table settings. Some of these have colored photographs. Look at the red glass underplates with the clear glass on top. Table setting for Halloween. So I'm throwing it into the wedding lot, but it covers a little bit of everything. How to have your perfect table. So you get the table settings, trousseau, wedding gift card, bridal theme tally card, a pair of table place cards, and the ribbon. And somebody actually answered the question about the IHS thing. It was something religious, which explains why I had no idea what it was. IHS and the ribbon represents the name of Jesus. Thank you, Nancy. I missed that one. So I do not see any opening bids on that unless you saw something I missed, Vinny.
Did we
So I will go ahead and count.
see anything? I didn't.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, so we're going to do a quick countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, we did have something come in from Tammy. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we will stop.
You did.
And I think Tammy's going to get a great deal.
Excuse me. Yep. So she was the only one who made that claim. So Tammy, Renee, it is yours for $10.
Great. Thanks, Tammy. Yours, Scott.
Okay, we're going to start off at $20 for a collection of all 31 of the Little Leather Library, first issued in 1921, and I believe you could collect all 101 in the series. I've got 31, no duplicates here. I have 31 of the original 101, introduced in 1921. And it's called the Little Leather Library, and you'll get all 31 of them. $20 is the opening bid. Yes, I'll go through them quickly. They are wonderful little volumes. They're tiny little things, and they are just as sweet as they can be. Let's go. Let's just look at what they look like. They are bound in leather. This one happens.
First, make yourself big.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. The first one is called Old Christmas by Washington Irving. And I'm not going to let you look at each one like this, but so that you can see the little leather bindings. And that's what this is. And then when we open it up, some of them are dated 1921 and some are not. But there you have, and it's the whole little thing. So there's no damage on these little booklets. They're in excellent condition. Collect all 101. Very, very quickly. Old Christmas, the finest story in the world. Rudyard Kipling of Gunga Din fame. A Christmas Carol, Charles Dickens. Okay, The Holy Grail, Irish Melodies. You don't want me to do this, do you? I guess so. Pippa Passes.
Well, you should,
Robert,
so they know what they're getting.
Robert Browning. The Raven by Poe. Now you could put that in one of your Halloween decorations. The Raven by Poe. Ghosts by somebody. The Inferno, Dante. There's The Inferno by Dante, Volume 2. Christ in Flanders. As a Man Stinketh. The Tilly Toss Scandal. I don't know that one. On Going to Church. Who wrote that? George Bernard Shaw. Should have known that. Some Greek and some mythology. The Trial of Socrates by Plato. The Importance of Being Earnest, Oscar Wilde. You know him? Memories of President Lincoln by Walt Whitman, who lived in Camden at the very end of his life. Walt Whitman, they're calling him. Dream Children. It's Lancelot and Elaine. Sonnets of the Portuguese. A Message from Garcia. A Message to Garcia. Is that Sandra Garcia? Is that who we're talking about? Sandra. Uses of Great Men. Emerson. Hiawatha. Longfellow. Hiawatha Volume 2. Land of Heart's Desire. Yeats. Snowbound and Other Poems. Whittier. Something that I can't read by Dumas. The Murders in the Morgue.
The Rue Morgue.
The Murders of the Rue Morgue.
Right.
That's by Poe. And then finally, A Comedy of Errors, and one I don't know called Moo Moo. Do you know Moo Moo? Huh?
That's about me.
Do you know Moo Moo? Patrick, I don't know Moo Moo.
I do not know Moo Moo. I know Turgenev. It's Russian, but
Moo Moo. So there they are, and they're not ripped or torn. They don't smell. They're wonderful, and
it's like a 2x3.
Yeah, they're tiny little things. Little leather library, and you've got 31. Collect all 101, and you'll be special. You already are special. Count them down. 10. I don't know where we are. 10, 9, 8. Aren't they cute? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On the little leather library. And they smell great. Smell these. Everyone smell. Pass it around. They're gonna have a
Take
sniff.
One down, pass it around.
Smell the- yeah.
Smell the 31
Smell it.
books on the wall.
Give
Smells
your.
like a library.
She says it smells like an old library. Was there a winner?
Yes.
I don't mean to be.
All right, so it's sold to Jenny Mac for $50.
Jenny Mac 50. Jenny Mac 50. They're yours. Thank you, Patrick. It's yours. Thank you,
All
everyone.
right. I'm moving back into, we had all the books about how to set your table, and now we're going to give you the stuff to help you set your table. So this is a lot of different types of linens, and it is a starting bid of $15, 15, and you get all of this. So we start with 3 doilies. So this one has some pretty nice, all of these I'm pretty sure are going to be machine made. There's a lot of detail in the edges of here. This is in decent size too. So this one is 18 inches across. You've got the open, little bit more open design in the middle, with then the tighter design on the edges. One of the things called for in the booklet was to have different colored doilies for your breakfast table. So this one you can see has a pink tinge to it. And this one has been made with kind of a star motif, or like kind of with pointed corners or edges to it. So it's still a circular shape, but instead of being scalloped or perfectly round, it has these little flared flares coming off of it.
Price?
This was a $15 start.
Jenny Mac 15. Yep.
This one is 17 inches across. And you can see it's kind of an ombre effect. It's got the pink and then a beige kind of mixed into it. This one I think is a little bit more modern, definitely machine made. It has more of a gold, like true gold, not beige. It's more of a golden metallic look to it, but it's not metallic thread. You can see kind of the leaf floral design in the middle, and then the scalloped. And this is a little bit bigger than the other ones. So this one is 28 inches across. So you've got a fairly large one in this. So you get all 3 of those. You also get a table cover. And when I first showed this in one of my haul videos, we had to brainstorm. because I didn't understand why it was only designed in one corner. So there is this great embroidered motif here on the corner, but it's only on the one corner. And somebody pointed out it would be for a sofa table that was up against the wall so that only the front side would show. And so this one is square, but again, it's only designed on one side. So it's not really a dining room table cover. It's more of a side table or sofa table or something that would be up against a wall. And this one is 36 inches square. So you get this one. This one has been washed. There are no stains, no holes. And again, kind of a cool stitchwork design in that one. Then you get a set of 6 damask cloth napkins with a subtle white on white design. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can host your next dinner party, get 6 matching damask linen napkins. We had a theme going for designs that are off-centered. So this is like kind of the size of a napkin, but again, only really designed in one corner. The others have designs, but they're different. And then the opposite, it's like 3 corners have the same, and then one has a really big one. So it's also like it would be designed to hang out, or maybe it's the inside of a bread basket, and you could use this to flare up over the top of the bread because it's kind of a mesh. So you can see that it would be very breathable. So again, this one's probably a little bit more modern. And then mixing it all on top is a pair of embroidered, these were, I think they were from Malta, pillowcases. And all disclosure, I use these pillowcases for about 6 months. So they're freshly laundered. There are no stains. There's no holes. There's no issues. Just ended up, didn't match the rest of the bedding. I'm like, oh, why am I holding these?
You mean there's no traces of Vitalis on those pillowcases?
No Vitalis, but if you want to clone me, I'm sure if you work really hard, you'll find something. So I know you have hobbies. And so you get a pair of those. So
Nice.
I think I saw a bid come through from Jenny. So we've got a pair of pillowcases, a bread basket liner, 6 damask napkins, and 3 doilies. And we will count it down. You get all of it for one price. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Vinny can do a refresh. I saw a couple pop up right there at the last minute.
Just a couple there at the very last second. Let's see.
All right, so Linda Sample for 17.
Okay. You snuck in there, Lynn. Congratulations. I know you bought linens from me before, so I hope these will add, as has Jenny. These will have a good home in your collection.
We're going to start the next item off at $8, and it's 3 old kitchen towels. You'll get all 3 of them for $8. All 3 for $8. 2 are in excellent condition. One of them has some stains. Well, I'll just go ahead and let you look at them. I can't believe the vibrant colors on this one. It might not have ever been washed. That is a beautiful 1940s kitchen towel, and look at the colors on that. I can give you the measurements of them, but they're just, kitchen hand towels. They're all roughly 27 inches long, 28 inches long, 31 inches long, and they're all about maybe 15 inches wide. So typical kitchen cloth. This one, no rips, no tears, no stains, and I can't speak enough about the colors on that. Hope you can see. You wash these too much and you lose. Beautiful. The second one, also excellent condition. The colors on it, now this has a Southwestern theme. So again, you've got the pattern at both ends so that you can hang it over like the stove handle, and you get that pattern at both ends. What do you call that, Patrick, when there's the pattern I guess it's to kitchen towel style. Patrick might have slipped out.
Symmetrical? I mean, I'm not sure what you're going for.
Yeah.
The fact
that the pattern, when you hang the towel, you get to see
unidirectional?
the pattern on both sides in the right direction. Which
Bidirectional?
What's funny is that the tag on this one says improves with use. I find that very strange on the tag, improves with use, but that's a pretty Southwestern style one. And then the very last one, again, there are 4 of them. Should I up the price? We'll leave it where it was, but I didn't realize I had 4. Okay. The third one is fruit. It is not stained. It is a lovely piece also without any rips or tears. So there are 4 of these now. All right, not 3, but 4 of them. The high bid right now is only $8. Where are you going to get 4 1940s kitchen towels for less than $8? This one has a tag and it says improve with use. And then it also says part linen, part cotton. I'll let you see the old tag on it right there. See it? The fourth one is the one that's got just a little bit of staining on it. It's really pretty as well. And again, it is a nice old 1930s and 40s era kitchen towel. Not ripped or torn, but stained. And again, I love the way you fold it. And it will hang. And this has a really pretty fruit basket. See it? So nice 1940s kitchen towels. All 4 of them about the same size.
Want me to model those?
I would love for you to model these, but after we go off camera. A private modeling session. So all 4 of the kitchen towels are yours, and the high bid right now, Vinny, could you announce that for me since
I had to refresh it because it was
Sis at 17.
Yes, it's at 17. There we go.
Were there any questions? You can shout them out at me, kids, if I'm not seeing it.
I didn't see anything.
Okay, so this is like the best one right here, I think, with this fruit. Look at the
that one's awesome.
Yeah.
flowers.
The
Very
colors
vibrant.
are so
The
vivid.
colors are like this. I don't think this ever hit a washing
I don't
machine.
think so.
They don't
It's
smell-
brand new.
Yeah, this one looks new. They don't smell either. So there they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll count them down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the towels. Towels. I'm from Jersey. I say towel.
Sounds southern.
Towel instead of
Sounds
towel.
lazy. One
Yeah.
volume, one syllable.
I need a towel. Do you have a towel?
Wow, Lori Perry really wanted those.
Let's get it back where we're supposed to be.
Okay, so it's refreshing now in my live chat. And it looks like they go to Lori Perry for 43.
Dang.
So, Lori,
She wasn't going to fool around.
I know.
well, she knows. If you went into an
Yeah,
antique
it's still only
store,
$10 a towel.
how much would those towels be priced individually in an antique store?
Mhm.
Between $12 to $15 per, probably.
Yep.
So she did all right.
You know you
was
want
a
it, you go for it.
girl. It was Lori Perry.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was Lori Perry. Boy, that dollhouse is going to have lots of stuffing in it. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, everyone.
All right. My next item is, and a lot of what I'm doing is selling some combinations of things. I still will probably end up doing kind of a reseller sale or an instant collectible sale where I'm just, getting rid of volumes of things that individually don't sell for much. So I kind of group them all together. And this next is a vintage advertising lot. This is a start of $8. And for $8, you get this entire stack of food themed advertising from stores. So these would have been signs that you would use. Some of these are advertisements, like this would have been a mailing campaign for 3 coins Italian style spumoni, real Italian style 3 coins spumoni ice cream. You see there's a little price that you get a little spot that you could write the price tag in there. So they're making little signs that you could put in. This was your special savings sign, 12 for 99 cents for Heath ice cream bars. So like the little placards, you get a little sign for a back to school sale. You can promote whatever you want right in there. these little window cards or little place cards, kind of the size of business cards, again, for the Spumoni ice cream, as well as 3 coins Tortoni ice cream, delicious for dessert. You've got, these are all, they all separate. You can kind of see they're perforated. So you've got little, these would have been like the shelf liners that would have gone in the little space underneath the shelves, showing this coffee, toffee, I guess, for you, again, for your ice cream area, black raspberry and lemon cocoa nut, the way they were spelling it. Get a little card to advertise Spumoni. I don't 100% know the age on this, but based on this envelope, this mailing piece, there's no zip code. And so I'm guessing that this is probably from the 50s or 60s, because by 1963, there would have definitely been a zip code. And like you East Coast people, I don't know, Lancaster probably was never big enough to get a zip code before 1963. So probably based on the art, some 50s and 60s. But it was like an August, September promotional piece for Lady Penn, for all the different ice cream novelties, Dutch Treat half gallons, more inserts for this Penn Supreme cones. Another, this was like one of those little, these are all new old stock. So this would have been folded into a triangle to be like a counter or a shelf topper or sitter back to school. The only advertisement beyond the manufacturing is Cress, no Dominic's. I do not recognize Cress. So I don't know if that other place was Lancaster. I don't know if that's a Pennsylvania store. I've never heard of Cress. So Lancaster would have had a zip code before 63. So I don't know if it's even older. You've got fresh pineapple ice cream. This is a national advertised brand. Crinkle tie? Crinkle, I have no idea what that says. Crinkle C? Looks kind of like an S, but I think it's got to be a T. Crinkle tie. Buy with confidence. And it's kind of like it would have like sat over some sort of shelf to promote. And that one's a double-sided one. So you can create your own store. We all recognize Heath, home freezer 6-pack, only in sealed package for your toffee ice bar creams.
2 flavors.
We've got more breakdown for your ice cream, eggnog, sugar plum, and party loaf. And we've got some white versions, half gallons, pints, and ice cream quarts, and then one that's been not separated at all put together. So you get all of these for an opening bid of 8. I do not believe I saw a bid come through, so I'll just quickly count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. I caught Scott off guard.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I'm here. Did you, Vinny?
I'll see him right at the end.
Yep. All right,
Huh?
let me.
He's-
Regina Rainey took that lot for $8.
Okay. Thank you, Regina.
I have for your to hang on the wall 2 old family portraits from family reunions outside of Philadelphia, and this would have been taken in the early 20s, circa 1920. And you get both of them, and it's $12 for both. I'm going to give you some of the family names. I know you're going to want to know that. But it's $12 for both big, and this is the same family. I love these. So there's a larger, and I'll move it in so you can see it. So here's a larger picture of the family outside of probably the house, and then a picture of a close-up one of some of the people. Now I'll go ahead and tell you that the photographer worked in both Quakertown and Pennsburg. So this would be from the Quakertown, Pennsburg area of Pennsylvania. They have written numbers on all of the people. Look at old Granny right in the center. You see her? Is she coming up on your screens?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I see the
this.
numbers 7, 8, 13.
And based on their costumes, this is the early 1920s. We're definitely after the Second World War. And
Or there's a date right there.
July.
It says 1931.
July the 5th of 1931. Well, their clothing style looks a little earlier than that, doesn't it?
They were poor. They couldn't replace their clothes in
I know,
1931.
especially. And if you'll look, let's see, they might have had. So on the back, they have all of the names, and these are
That's
all
very cool.
I mean, it's typical Pennsylvania German names. I'm not going to go through all the names, but I guess, anyway, I won't go through I'll just let you look at it. So there are a whole bunch of names on the back. It's just too many here to read off all those names. And then the second picture is a close-up of the same folks. Yeah. There's grandparents in the center. I love them. You see them?
Somebody could be alive in there.
Yeah.
He says all those people are dead. My grandmother was born in 1920. She's still alive.
But so that's that one. A close-up of the family.
It's a really nice mat board too.
I like it. And there's this one. Counting them down, I don't believe we have a bid. 10, 9. Oh, Oreos. Where did they come from? 10,
I bought them from Kroger.
9, 8, 7. I want the clothing. That's what I want. 6, 5. You ready, Vinny?
Mm-hmm.
4, 3. Wait for the lag. 2, 1. That's it. Did you put it in already?
Mm-mm.
He's over there eating. Are they the kind that have Coca-Cola in them?
Mm-mm.
I saw the
those
retrieve it, the revive.
Coca-Cola.
Actually, what a way to ruin an Oreo.
Ew.
The Revive It sisters had them on their show the other night. Now I started calling them the Revival.
You just can't ever get their
I
name
know what it is. It's Heather and Shane.
I see Jenny Mac at 12.
right.
After
Jenny
you
Mac takes them at 12.
Jenny Mac gets the portraits at 12. Jenny, thank you. Jenny Mac gets the 2 portraits. You're gonna love them, Jenny. 12. Okay.
All right. I've got another kind of a mixed lot, all in the same theme, but just kind of an odd combination of things. But if you like World War II history, you're going to love this lot. And it is starting at $10. So to me, the best part of the lot, and these we've come across these before, are the war ration books. But what's fun about this one is we've got the family's war ration books. So we've got Ida Lee. I'm hoping they don't pronounce it Hoare. If you did, poor little Ida. Ida Lee Hoare. And then Richard Henry Hoare. And Henry William Hoare. So these were all from Tazewell, Illinois. You can see some of this war ration stamps are still attached. And I can't remember which one was the father. So this one, he's 5'9" 3/4, 171 pounds. He was 49 years old. And Richard Henry Hoare was 10 years old. So you get the whole family's ration book. And I tossed in there, this was like a random thing that was included, was a tax return instruction from 1944. And then there's an old period envelope. I have no idea if it matches the period, but inside there's some VFW events in Aledo, Illinois, and some coupon books, to go along with their war ration books, along with some of the stamps that weren't used, but you keep the stub, and some more stamps, the ration stamp M, and the little paper ration as it flies out of my hand. The little paper red point ration coins. So there's 4 red ones and a blue one. So you've got all of those All right, so that's part of the lot. And thank you for Lori and Robert starting me out at 10. So you get all of that. But on top of that, you also get a little bit of rough condition, but you also get 3 years of war. It's kind of a magazine, kind of a educational. The Nazi shadow covers Europe, and it shows the differences from September 1st, 1939 to 1940 to 1941. So this was printed, 3 years of war. It was actually printed probably right around the time we were about to enter the war. But at the time, depending on exactly when it got printed, we did not enter the war until class altogether, December of 1941. This would have been printed between September 1st and December. So there's some caricatures of Hitler, cameraman, a war hero. You got some political cartoons, photographs under fascist pressure. Spain dies for democracy. These men are the first big-time winners for Hitler. Franco's cavalry take Madrid. Russian tank Spanish loyalists. The Germans move forward. It is just chock full of photographs from 1941. So really at the very beginning of the War of Europe, before we actually were even participating in it. So fantastic capture of that era, firsthand accounts, firsthand photography. So you get that. And then you get a children's book on land, sea, and in the air. It's in rough condition. The spine, the cover is completely fallen apart, but it's about the art. So we've got copyright. This is actually going into World War I. So we're just doing a war theme because it's got the copyright right on here. It is copyright 1919, but it's again war themed on land, sea, and in the air. And this is going back to look at these illustrations. So you've got a kind of a children's way of explaining. In a pennant-bedecked room sat 3 boys in earnest conversation, each apparently trying to convince the others that his views were best. And then you just kind of go through this, flip through really quickly because it's all about the art. And unfortunately, since it's already falling apart, you could just frame any one of these into its own just super cool military themed piece. I see your question. Let me go back to the magazine and see if I can find the copyright of who actually printed it. But you can see all of these pages. And again, covers are separate, so just be aware of that. So that one, so the World War I was printed in America. The 3 years of war, first complete coverage of the war and official unretouched photographs. 3 years of war, published to the Dell Publishing Company, New York City. Copyright 1942. So we may have already entered the war at that point, depending when they actually pulled it all together. Single copy, 25 cents. So this was an American, from the American side. But most of the pictures, it did not show military, American soldiers in action. Poles, Italians, Greeks, Italians, Greeks, Finnish, Soviets, Nazi officer directs his men. So not a lot of American photographs inside. So again, I think timing wise, I don't think we've been over there. I don't even know if we've been over there yet. But some great maps to share all of that. So I'm going to go ahead and count it down. I think I made a couple bids coming in. So again, you get the World War II, 3 years of war, the hardcover Falling Apart, children's book on World War I, plus the 3 sets of rationing things with the coins, both blue and red. And I think Lori said she never had the coins. I'd never seen a blue coin before. I'd seen the red. I'd never seen the blue. So you get all of those, and we're currently at $12 from Jenny. So count it down: 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. watch for the final countdown.
You refresh
Got a
it.
couple activity there at the end.
Okay, so it looks like it went to. Just waiting for my chat to refresh. Come on now. There we go. Okay, so it looks like it went to back in the day fines for 18.
Sorry, Jenny. Saw you really went in for it, but it came in right after the sold. So congratulations, Lori and Robert.
Oh. I just noticed my eyeballs are never gonna. Vinny, put your eyeballs
Let me see.
right here. It's part of a stamp. It's part of a wood. You see it? It didn't take.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can see it.
Can you get any of it? He's trying. I can't read it. Sorry. It's just a little technical thing here.
Maybe Chicago Enterprises? That's
Make
really
yourself
hard.
big and hold it to the camera. See if we can figure it out.
It looks like something Chicago.
Make yourself big, Scott.
Let's see if I can get it in there. I definitely see. I think it's like Chicago Enterprises.
We don't have good light.
No.
What?
Hi, Tammy.
Hi.
We see
I'm
you falling
sorry.
off the camera there.
Oh, wait a
All right.
minute.
Let me take a picture of it and see if I can make it out.
I'm sorry. I don't want to delay everybody. This is my last item. I apologize. This is my last item, and then Patrick, the floor can be yours.
Okay.
Pardon everybody because I don't have. There we go. Okay, so that one box is $10. It has no damage. It's just a.
Ah!
Could you toss it to me?
You really want me to toss it?
I do. Thank you. So
Good catch.
it's a cedar box. You know the typical thing. No initials have been inscribed on the metal plate on the top.
Oh, it was.
Did you figure out who made it?
I did a screenshot of it.
There's no lock on it. And
So
everybody is familiar with these. So 4 feet, no condition problems. And it's 9 inches long.
It says something Chicago.
It's something Chicago.
I can definitely make out Chicago,
Chicago.
but that's pretty much all I can get out of that is Chicago.
Oh yeah, I can see the Chicago. Okay, so somebody in Chicago. Where was Lane located? I don't know.
Lane Furniture. Let's look that up.
There's kind of a crackly. There's a little bit. I don't know if you can see the shellac on the top is starting to alligator just a little bit, which is always fun when they do that. $10 is the starting bid. You didn't bring a pile of stuff. I did bring a pile with me. All of this came with me from Jersey. This is all Jersey stuff here. Yep, I brought it because we've only been to one thrift store since we traveled. We'll count the box down. Jenny Mac has an opening bid of 10, 9, 8. So yes, I brought everything from Jersey. 7, except my ring light. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Before I relinquish and turn it over to Patrick, because this is all I've got, I would love to tell you that come back on Friday night at 8 o'clock, not on my channel, but the channel of David and Tammy Vintage Uprising Texas. And we're going to have a live sale here at 8 p.m. Each one of us, including Vinny and Dee, will be selling about 10 items each. And I'll just go ahead and say that I will hold off on all of these invoices unless you tell me otherwise. So most of you have been telling me, just wait and invoice me Saturday morning, because then we can combine if you buy something from someone else. So unless you tell me, you won't get an invoice from me until Saturday morning or late Friday night after the next yard sale, live sale. Did I count this down?
You did.
Okay.
It was Jenny Mac for $10.
It was Jenny Mac for 10. Very good. Jenny Mac, thank you. Patrick, it's back to you, Jenny Mac. But I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll just crank through a couple items since you're done. So the next one, this is one I'd previewed, so I wanted to include this one. This is a humorous set of humorous cards, and it's a $10 start. So again, you get the entire stack of cards. And first you get like these little business card size humorous cards. We've got invitation card. Come and see our new lamp. You can turn it down so low that there is scarcely any light at all. P.S. Our sofa just holds two. So you can send that to your lady or your male friend. This was, you are my style and complexion as I am going your direction. If you have no objection, I will be your protection. For you are certainly my selection. Yours with affection. We've got Professor Huggum, wholesale dealer and loves hugs, squeezes, and kisses. Samples free on request. Sweetheart Avenue near Lover's Lane. So some great redhead rates to married women. We've got a PP card for use in private autos only. Directions for use, check your preference and square below. Hand to driver, then look out the window. Check either stop at next filling station, stop at the next cow pasture, or stop at next side road. And we've got the acquaintance card. May I have the pleasure of escorting you home? If not, may I sit on the fence and watch you go by? Got some little saucy cards. I would like to make a date with you. If your answer is yes, just keep this card. If it is no, just hand it back. And permit of freedom. This signifies that I blank legally wedded my wife blank. Do hereby permit my husband to go where he pleases, when he pleases, and to drink what he pleases. And further, I permit him to keep and enjoy the company of any lady or ladies he sees fit, as I know him to be a good judge. I want him to enjoy life in this world, and I know that he will be a long time dead. Signed, the wife. Then we've got the actual cards. We've got greeting cards. What a nail will do is flatten your tire.
Yeah.
What a Canadian screw will do is give you quintuplets.
Oh.
When does a pullet become a hen? When she loses her first foot race. Slow down, Myrtle. I think we're running too fast. Then we've got a first aid card. First aid. Well, inspection. I don't care what your boss said. There ain't no lead up there. And then we've got a postcard that's been folded in half. Playland card. How to housebreak your dog. This is what you watch the pictures. Little saucy card. Teaching the dog how to be housebroken. Just like the master taught him. And the final card is greetings from Catalina, California. Here's a souvenir and a sincere wish from the lovely land of the flying fish. And it comes with a flying fish propeller card. So this is a flying fish souvenir greeting card. Wind propeller 20 to 25 full turns. Place the flying fish in the card with the propeller toward the opening. When the card is opened, the flying fish will fly 10 to 20 feet in the air. Flying fish makes a comic and startling surprise if placed under a plate, package, pillow, napkin, newspaper, pair of shoes, telephone, etc. You've got kind of a lightweight rubber band wrapped flying fish. And that is my set of humorous cards. So I do not think I had any bids come across for any of those.
You did.
So, oh, did I? Okay. So I'll go ahead and count them down. Thank you. I missed that, Vinny. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's everything. And you get the entire lot.
Sorry, that's me making noise.
You might want to stop that.
What, is it loud?
I'm not trying to be loud.
So who got those, Vinny?
That was Tammy Renee for 13.
All right. Thanks, Tammy Renee. Hope you and Linda enjoy those. You have to tell us which one's your favorite. So I'll add those to the bridal lot that you got. I will go really quickly. The next set is again kind of an instant collection, or if you're a reseller, this is a great opportunity for you because what I'm selling is an entire stack of Gettysburg themed postcards. And some of these were originally part from an estate that was selling these themselves. You can see they were selling, this one was $7. This one was $5. It is a set of 30 cards, and I'm starting the bidding at $15. So they're 50 cents each. Some of them are postmarked. So this one is from 1907. So you've got an undivided back of Gettysburg College. Then this one's also from 1907, but a divided back of the dormitory at Gettysburg Cottage with the 1 cent stamp from Barrettstown, Pennsylvania. Some have not been postmarked. Statue of John Burns, Gettysburg, no postmark. No postmark. No postmark. So some of these are from the cemetery and the monuments. Some are from the college, but they're all from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. So this is the hospital. No postmark. Again, that was marked $5 by itself. This one's marked $7 by itself. And again, these were not my prices. This is just, the estate. So who knows? Clearly they weren't sold. This is kind of an advertising piece for the Blue Parrot Tea Room, James Getty's Hotel, and Blockers. Unposted postcard. This one was priced at $10. You've got actually at the McPherson Barn in Gettysburg, you've got the actual fighting represented there. This was Jenny Wade House and Monument. I have no idea who Jenny Wade is. Also not postmarked. This one was not postmarked, but there's a note on the back. It says $7 for a church card. This one was marked for $5. Observation Tower at Oak Ridge. National Cemetery. Again, this is the New York State Monument. From what I can figure out, like different states each had a section of the cemetery. So this was the National Monument. Not postmarked. This was the Major General George Meade and staff at Gettysburg, 1863, represented. Oh, she was killed. Okay. Another of the monument. Some of them still have sleeves on them. They were the more expensive cards. Another thing of the monument. This is an undivided back. So this one's a little bit older. Of the monument. This one you price at $10. Another one of the staff. Memory of Father somebody. Irish Brigade. Father Corby. This one is postmarked 1906. So this one's of the college. Undivided back. This one's from 1918. Was originally sold for $5. This is of the hotel at Gettysburg. Stamp is still included on that one. And actually, some sort of I guess that's who printed it. I thought that was some special thing. Another postmark, 1917, Mayansea, Pennsylvania. 1911. Pennsylvania State Memorial. Not posted. Not posted. Mailed, but no stamp. And not posted. Okay, sorry, there was a lot there, but I wanted to make sure I showed them for those who are interested. And I saw that Heidi did actually start us off at 15. So go ahead and count it down really quick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. So that goes to, just lost her name. Heidi
I don't know
Esterholm.
how much longer I can stay.
Heidi Esterholm for 15.
All right. And that will wrap me up. The only other thing I had was another stack of magazines and a stack of bus-related ephemera. So if anybody wants to see those, I can start. But I will let you guys get back to your fun. And thanks, Scott, once again for letting me be part of your Monday evening sale. So how long are you traveling this week? Are you this week and next week?
Patrick, do you have a calendar you can look at? I want to look at what the 4th Monday night is in October.
I can do that.
So we'll be back. You and I will be back then, but we'll be back.
That will be the 28th.
Okay, that should be good.
Yep.
That's not Halloween. Yeah, I was making sure it wasn't falling on Halloween.
Yeah, nope. 3 days before Halloween.
Okay, cool.
So how long are you traveling?
Several days.
We're keeping him for a month.
I'm not sure how many. I'm going to meander back and visit some people. But thank you, everyone, for coming tonight and joining us here at the live sale. Patrick, it's always fun to do this with you. I will send
a really quick answer. Heidi asked if I had her information, and I'm sorry, I just looked really quick, and I apologize. I do not seem to have that. So if you could email me, that would be fantastic. Oh, thanks, Karen. I did. I just put out some videos. I'm also traveling. So over a 10-week period, starting the first week of September, I am traveling for 8 of them. So I am like trying to squeeze things in as I go. And I've made sure that I was available for this sale with Scott, and I'm available for the next sale with Scott. When I do my drop sales, I will be on the road during those, but those I can make work. But I have been trying to do some more content for my channel, and I just posted a couple shop with me videos, and I will be posting another shop with me video hopefully later this week if I can get that fully edited. So trying to get some more content back up on my channel. Are you guys staying in Memphis, or are you traveling on from there?
We'll be in Memphis for a while, and then when we split up, everyone's just going wherever they're going. For the time being, it's Memphis. But we'll go ahead and bring the live sale to a close. And thank everybody. Patrick, I know you can hang, you can chill, you can go take a nap. I know we're off the clock now, but I wanted to give, I don't know if my friends here in Memphis want to jump on and say hi to everybody. And that
absolutely.
Kind of I want to give them a chance to do that, but we're not running you off, David.
No, give yourself the full screen, but don't turn me off. I can be a voice in the background heckling you guys.
We'll leave on and we'll say, because also, I don't know if you want to say anything about the scientific. David and I are excited. I got to find stuff. Did you want to talk about that for real quick, or no?
We haven't set a date yet, but yes. So, this Thursday, I'm doing a drop sale that's hosted by Beth. In October on the 17th, Dave is participating in the drop sale that I'll be hosting in October. And when I asked him to do that, and I also asked Scott, we kind of came up with this idea that we're going to do a science themed sale. And I mentioned it in one of my videos that I did with Shop With Me. And I started picking up some things, already shopping for things that we can use. So it's going to be a really wide theme of how we're going to define science. So Rajiv, my boyfriend, is going to participate. And so he will be, we did it when we were shopping this weekend. I'd show him something like, oh, okay, here's this, cloisonne representation of a butterfly. Is this a real butterfly or is this fantasy? He's like, fantasy. Like, it wouldn't even take a half minute for him to say, no, this is not scientifically based. But then all of a sudden he'd see something that was. And so we will pick his brain and try and figure out what and he knows stuff way more than he's a medical entomologist, but he knows freakish amounts of everything, as does Dave, as does Scott. My degree's in chemistry. So we're going to just have a whole wide, weird world of crap. And we are just going to sell mix. So probably be in November, but we just haven't picked a date yet.
Okay.
Maybe October, probably November. What do you think, Dave? Have you started shopping? Have you started sourcing for it yet?
I have started to source for that, so I'm having fun looking for all the items.
It's actually, if you make a broad enough definition, it's pretty easy to find stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I found like a science-themed magazine. I found a little Coalport egg trinket box that has mosquitoes painted onto it with the flowers. So we're just going to come up with a nice mix.
I'm looking forward to it.
And hopefully we'll have something everyone will be, that they're not going to be interested necessarily because it's sciencey, but we'll just have some fun theme.
Remove my face. Let these faces do something. My poor old haggard face. Yeah. Now I'm going to sit over here and do things to make you laugh.
I'm gonna sit down. Cause my big butt's tired.
What can I do over here to throw you all off?
Good luck.
So did you all drive to Tennessee, or did you fly to Tennessee, or what have you been doing?
No, I flew. I don't drive on the thruway. I can't do it. It's a phobia, I guess.
I can't even
So
see.
I fly.
Dave and Vinny flew. Dave and I drove.
Are
And
they all in
Scott
it now?
Come in here, Vinny.
How can I? Kinda. I want to move me back.
I can see their heads.
Gotta move us back so you can
There
see
we
us
go.
all. There we go. David, get in here.
I'm coming.
Well, anyway, I'll tell you this. I don't know about them. I did not bring anything for Friday night's sale. I'm under pressure. I've got nothing to sell Friday night.
We're all under pressure. We all don't have
Well,
stuff.
Dave and I shopped on the way up here.
Yeah, I brought nothing.
Me too.
So we have to hit it tomorrow, don't we?
We're gonna hit it.
We're going to hit the shops.
I'll
Hit
tap
it.
those shops.
I
I'll
did.
tap
yeah.
them.
So do we have enough to sell Friday night? That
I've
should
never
be-
sourced in Memphis, so I don't know. Is it going to be a good place to source? Is there known for anything down there? What's Memphis known for?
Yeah, we don't know.
Graceland.
Yeah.
Graceland, I know.
Elvis is home.
But Vinny did do some research before we came.
Mm-hmm.
And I
And
picked
he-
all the stuff that had good ratings and things
Yeah,
like
there
that.
was a lot of stuff. We just have to sit back down and go over it and figure out where we're gonna go.
On the
So,
day they go to Graceland, I'm heading to Beale Street.
I don't know if I'm going to
Yeah.
Graceland.
Yeah, we
It's
haven't-
expensive.
I thought you were going to go.
I wanted to, but it's
Oh, I
expensive.
didn't know they charge to get in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Oh, of course they do.
$100.
Got to
Yeah.
pay for the up.
But then groceries.
Yeah.
Combined, it was more than that.
Dee, don't worry about it. I've got some black velvet paintings and some shag carpeting, and you'll
lovely.
Oh,
I want to see
boy.
the shag carpeting.
you'll be fine. You'll
Yes.
The 60s called. They want their decor back.
Yeah.
I'll
be
take
fine.
Yeah,
it.
they want their peanut butter and banana sandwich back.
Toasted for that matter.
As much as I would have liked to have gone there, that's a little more than I want to spend.
So I'm not sending out any invoices until Saturday morning.
So
Okay.
Right.
this
We all-
live sale Friday is going to be on our channel, 7 Central, 8 Eastern, on Vintage Uprising, Texas. I am also doing daily blogs, so if you want to see their shenanigans,
Oh, and there will
I
be.
do daily blogs on my channel.
Maybe Scott, Vinny, and I can do Elvis impersonations.
I want
for
y'all to
Dee.
do a dance
For
for
Dee.
Dee. Yeah.
He's got to be Priscilla.
Somebody better send me some Depends.
Better yet, we'll just have.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Give us my coworker Eric.
Oh my god.
He's over there dancing
Y'all,
now.
I need to turn the camera around. I really do.
Oh, here. I'm gonna
No,
catch it.
he's going to disappear if we do that. Turn that thing off.
Yeah.
And he's
Oh
gone.
dear.
This is what we have to endure all the time.
Yeah,
Yes.
Memphis barbecue. You gotta explore all the barbecue. Memphis
Oh,
barbecue.
absolutely.
Barbecue.
Barbecue. Memphis barbecue.
You can
That's
compare and tell how
barbecue.
great Texas
I like
barbecue
Texas
is,
barbecue.
but you have to acknowledge that it exists.
What
Yeah.
kind?
Memphis
Memphis
barbecue.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we have to do that.
We got to do some kind of southern barbecue.
Yeah, we have to go downtown and we have to go to Beale Street and here's some jazz and here's some
Here's some jazz. That will be fun.
Have some
That's
barbecue.
sightseeing. That's a little bit of.
So as long as it's not
Mingling.
karaoke.
We might go to. Is it Arkansas or Alabama that we're going to go to? Maybe.
Arkansas, because we're on the border.
Kansas,
Arkansas.
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 Not Kansas. Arkansas.
Yeah, Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Arkansas that we're close to.
Yeah.
We're on the corner. Yeah.
And then
Arkansas.
Wednesday, my girl Pamela Blanchard is coming up here to meet us, so I can finally meet her. I'm very excited. Can't wait. Yes.
Very fun.
Yes.
Dave is very enthusiastic. His coffee cup keeps giving us all the thumbs up emoji.
Yeah.
I was
It
wondering where
does.
that's coming from.
Yep. Every couple seconds, it's just like Dave agrees. Thumbs up.
There it goes again.
See you Friday night, everyone. We hope. Come see us Friday night.
Yes.
You come see
You
us.
guys
Friday
enjoy the
night?
rest of your trip. Thanks for letting me
Thank you,
hang out with you
Patrick.
guys tonight.
Thank you very
See
much.
y'all.
Patrick.
Awesome show, Patrick.
Thank you all for helping. Thanks, Vinny, for doing all the timing.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you,
problem.
everyone. Thank you, everyone who made this possible. Everyone who supports us and watches and cheers us on and all of that. We appreciate it. Good night, good folk.